Let's start reading the lesson number 3, Taro's Reward. Right, as we have discussed earlier, that this is the story of a son of who is very thoughtful and loving, and he wanted to fulfill his parents' wish, and he did hard work, and how he got reward. We are going to read in this story. First of all, para number 1. A young woodcutter named Taro lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. All day long he chopped wood in the forest. Though he worked very hard, he earned very little money. So, once there was a boy named Taro, young woodcutter. Right, his profession was Friends, he was woodcutter, cutting the woods from the forest, right? And this is the Taro, his parents, they lived on a lonely hillside. They lived alone, and all day long he chopped wood. All day long means for the whole day. What was his work? He always used to chop the woods in the forest. He worked very hard. Okay, he was very hard working, but still he earned very little money. But the earning was not very much. Turn the page. Look at the page number 30. This made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. As his earning was not good, he was not able to earn enough money, so less income made him sad, because he was very thoughtful son, means he always wanted to give his parents all the happiness and all the required thing, but because of less money he was not able to provide the things, so he became very sad. Para number 2. Look into your books carefully, yes, and listen the para. First of all, I will read out the para for you, para number 2, and then after I will explain it. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. Suddenly, Taro's father said, "I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." As you know, dear students, that this is a Japanese tale. So what happened then? One evening, Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut. Means the three were sitting, as we can see in the picture. Right, on the page number 29, they all were sitting. They were sitting in their hut, and what happened? A strong wind began to blow. It just like the storm was coming, okay, and whistled through the crack. You can see whistled through the passed through with a whistled sound. As the wind was blowing, it was creating the sound, okay, whistled sound, right? And if everyone felt very cold, so it was like winter, so they three of them were feeling very cold. What happened then? As they were feeling very cold, what then his father told that he wished he wanted to have a sake. He could have the sake. See, this is the word. All right, you can see a hyphen here. So the pronunciation of this word is sake, and what is the meaning? It is a Japanese drink, right, which is very expensive, very costly. Okay, so and like we used to have milk or cup of tea or coffee for making our body hot or warm, similarly he was asking for a cup of sake, because with the help of this drink he could warm his body. So it would warm me and do my old heart good. He wished that he could have a sake so that he could warm his body and his heart will feel better. Number 3. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called sake was very expensive. How do I earn more money? He asked himself. How do I get a little sake for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. So what happened? As he heard that his father was wishing for the sake, it made him sadder than ever. Right, it was the saddest moment for him, because for this heartwarming drink, right, he needed more money. and the sake was very expensive. How do I earn more money? So he was thinking how he could earn more money so that he could be able to arrange sake for his loving father. He asked himself, he was talking to himself only, how do I get a little sake for my poor old father? He decided to work harder than before. So as he was thinking about earning more money and to get sake for his father, he thought that he would work harder than ever and he would arrange more money. Next para. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. So here is the phrase made his way, means went to. So what happened next morning? Taro jumped out of the bed earlier, means he woke up and went out for the work earlier than ever because he wanted to work hard, he wanted to earn more money. So he just went to the forest, and his profession was to cut the wood from the forest and sell into the market. So what he did, he chopped and cut as the sun climbed. So before the as the sun rises from the east, he went to the forest. Then after it was the noon time and the sun climbed in the sky, so still he was cutting the wood. But what happened, he was feeling very warm because he was doing the hard work. So he just took off his jacket, right? It made him to take off his jacket, and he was feeling very thirsty. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. He was sweating because he was doing hard work, right? When you can do practice, like if you are doing something hard work and you are doing some exercise, obviously you feel warmer than ever, right? So in this way, he was cutting the trees, he was doing hard work, so he was feeling warmer. Okay, so he took off his jacket and he was feeling very thirsty. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. And still he was thinking about his father because his father was feeling very cold, and he was thinking he was wishing that his father could get this kind of warmth in his body. And with that, he began to chop even faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake to warm the old man's bones. So, what happened as he was thinking about his father, as he reminded the father's name in his mind? So, what happened? He started the work even faster because he was thinking, if I would work hard and if I would cut more wood, then he would get more money and he would be able to bring the sake at home. Next para number 5 on page number 30. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it possibly be rushing water? Right, page number 30 to 31, para number 5. So what happened? Suddenly he stopped his work because he had heard a sound of running water. Taro couldn't remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hand and he ran in the direction of the sound. So what happened, as it was his daily routine that he was coming to the forest and cutting the trees, but he never heard this kind of sound. So he was very surprised because he couldn't remember and he was not able to recall this sound, right? So he was thinking about the stream, means hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. So he was thinking that there was some water was flowing, but from where he didn't recognize. He was thirsty. All right, as we have read that he was feeling very thirsty, his mouth was dry. So the axe dropped out of his hand and he ran towards the direction of the sound because he wanted to find what was there. 6. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Was it water or was it sake? He tasted it again and again, and always it was a delicious sake instead of cold water. Right, so what happened? As he ran towards the direction of the sound, what he saw there, he saw a beautiful little waterfall. As you can see, there is the hill and there is a waterfall, right? Water was flowing from the hills, so it was a beautiful scene there. And kneeling at a place, kneeling means he knelt down on his knees, right, where the water flowed quietly, right? He found the place and he knelt down there. He cupped a little in his hands, cupped a little in his hand means took some water in his hand as if in a cup. You can see by joining our hands we can take the position of cup, right? And similarly he just make the position of cup from the hands, right? And he just took one drop, took some water on the in the hands and just took to the lips, put it to his lips. Was it water? After tasting it, he was thinking, was it water or was it a sake? He tasted it again and again. He was trying, he was tasting, because he was thinking like, I was thinking continuously about sake, so he might be wrong that it is must be a cold water, but no, it was the delicious sake instead of cold water. Means that waterfall was giving sake to Taro, not the cold water, right?